We've been running this banter since way back in school, where the dorm room debates turn to cool in the rules. Talking loud about the world like we're changing the game, but it's just us two, yeah. Two sides of the same. Pull up a chair for the truth, let it spin. Two regular guys with the world to dive in. We don't need to agree, just let the talk flow. The vibes and the rhythm, the rest we let go. When the convo's done and the bottle runs dry, we'll toast to the clash, to the lows and the highs. Two voices, one friendship, no need to compare. So come as you are and pull up a chair.
Hey, welcome to the show. I'm Yanni Rude.
And I'm just Terrell. You ever been out somewhere and overheard two people having crazy conversations?
Hey, well, we are those people. We've been having these conversations since college.
Yep, it's the Regular Guys Random Thoughts podcast. Ready to Love.
I'll be honest with you, I actually can't hear a thing. My thing's all jacked up here, so.
Well, good.
I was faking it, though. I was faking it. I was acting like I could hear.
Yeah, you didn't hear that then. So, Ready to Love.
That's the wildest thing. I'm actually, let's see. Okay, there we go. I think now I'm back.
Can you hear now?
Whew. Yeah, I can hear now. Jesus. Okay, there we go.
Okay, good. The intro was flawless. You missed it.
I was like, wait a minute, I can't hear a word. I was trying to read your lips. It didn't work, so you know. Oh man, welcome everybody, man. Shout out to everybody checking in. MWA says, I have so many thoughts about this reunion. Can't wait. I hope everyone is safe in all the cold and ice. Any more ice in Austin?
No.
Nope,
it's fine. I think it's going to be upper 60s throughout the rest of the week. I think we might get to the 70s toward the weekend, next weekend.
Yep, that's what Karen's saying. Finally thawing out in Frisco, Texas. Now the Midwest, the Northeast, oh yeah, all still going. Even though you notice Florida just decided to opt out of this entire cold weather thing that was happening, right?
Well, I mean, God's been trying to get rid of Florida for a long time, so they're like roaches, man. You just can't get rid of that state.
Gwen says 7. Gwen says 7 inches of snow. Materialistic says, hey gang, it feels wrong to go in on my peoples on the first day of Black History Month, but Ninjas was wilder in this reunion.
Yeah. It's reunion's always interesting, right? And every time we get to this point, we're ready to love. The first thing I say after I watch part 1 is, why is there a part 2? We could have did all this in just one episode and just cut out some of the fluff.
Yeah, no, very true. Tasha in Desert says, happy Sunday. Grammys are on. I don't watch the Grammys at all. So while you're asking who these kids are, yeah, you're old. I am too. And that's why I never liked the Grammys though, man. It's like after a while when you realize we were just getting token Grammys and token performances, I was good. I stopped watching those.
I don't really like, depending on who they have as the MC, it's like a good comedian that I know it's going to roast a lot of the people. I'll watch the intro. But like I watched it on YouTube the next day. I'm not going to sit and tune into the Grammys. No.
Right. Okay. So, yeah. See, look at this, man. It's terrible out there for a whole latte mochas. It's checking in from Los Angeles, where the temperature dropped 5 degrees from yesterday to a low 82.
Ooh. Oh, thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers for the people in LA.
Maybe Darius can lend you one of his fur coats. Oh my God. Hey, by the way, Mrs. Taji says, Terrell, no need for the who said what? One reunion is enough.
Yep.
So you got some agreement there.
Thank you.
And I know you're not that big on the reunions, especially when they break it up into 2. But, you know, sometimes you do need more than one, right? Because like Ashley, who wants to know who been talking to who's dating who, let's shake the table. That's usually what's happening after the end of these shows. People are dating each other. Who's doing what? Who's doing who? We do want to know the answers to these questions, right?
Okay, if they're going to get deep into that stuff, great. They don't.
Yeah.
It's very surface level, so it's a waste of time. So that's why, next week's episode, part 2 of the reunion, are we going to really get the tea on who's dating who and what happens? No.
Tasha Desert says Cardi and his Willy Wonka suit could have stayed home. like Diamond, who was missing. But let's be honest, Diamond wasn't there. But there are a lot of people who didn't even need to be seated up there in the first part of the reunion, and probably won't see much of them in the second part. And it's not their fault. It happens on every show, and it's not a Ready to Love problem. Every show that does a reunion, there are people at the reunion who just didn't need to be there.
Right. And that's just it. If you're going to have them on there, there was one particular person that was on there, never spoke, never heard him say anything except a clip they played, but never said a word. Never added anything to a conversation. Now, I'm curious to see after part 2's episode, A, is he going to say anything then, or are they going to give him some type of acknowledgement about his passing?
Right. Well, I think you may hear him next episode in part 2. We'll see. But yeah, to that point, they have yet to acknowledge any of the stuff that we've seen on social already, and I'm assuming they will at the end. And probably they didn't because they knew that he was going to be in the reunion, and that's why they didn't acknowledge it early on in the season.
Which makes sense.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. Crossing everything up in here. Let's kick things off with the first couple that actually made it, that said their dues. This is the way we actually did it on in our recap, and lo and behold, Ready to Love did it like this on the reunion, and we're talking about Donna and Vince. Now, neither of us expected them to still be together when this was over, but were you surprised by what happened when Donna started telling us what happened here?
No, because y'all have heard me say, I don't think Vince is really interested in Donna. I didn't see any type of physical chemistry with the two. When they both said they chose each other, not a kiss, she had to force him to hold her hand. So I'm not surprised because I didn't think he was interested.
Right. No, it's so the interesting thing about this is Donna said that, what was it, 5 weeks? It was 5 weeks later, right? That she was out somewhere, ran into Lauren, and they're catching up. And apparently, after this catching up, they were ready to catch some blows because, gee, where was all this tension? Where'd this come from? Apparently, this conversation, because come to find out, Lauren was dating a couple people. The last person, and the way she said it, you could tell there's some tension here because she's like, she ran down all the people she was dating, and then the last one.
Well, I think this would be great if Lauren was on to have her define what that is, because was she really dating these people or was she just talking? But regardless, if Vince had told her that, hey, I chose Donna and we're still dating, wouldn't that tell Lauren to, hey, well, back off, pause?
Okay, now here's the thing that I thought came out of this too, because I thought Donna said that Lauren said that, okay, she's gonna leave him alone, and we find out a little later that that's not exactly what happened, and we'll get to that because this is just this was a whole lot of stuff. But in between all of this, Tommy did ask what I thought was the right question. You said a lot of questions aren't asked. Tommy did ask Vince the right question. If you did not want to 100% commit to Donna, why did you choose her? Was that not the right question?
It is the right question. And that was my thing is, out of all the women that were on this show, at the end of it, you chose Donna. So to me, you're not going to date any other women that's on the show because you chose Donna. Now, if y'all still want to be, don't want to be exclusive, okay, but don't date any of the women on the show. And I think that's probably what pissed Donna off the most. But don't say I choose you, but yet I'm still going to talk to Lauren and everybody else.
Okay, that's where I was there with you on that thinking. I know you're going to defend Donna till we get to Z. However, the wording he used before she made her decision was, and if you're willing to compromise what your timeline is to fit my non-timeline, then I choose you in this process. Past this, I don't, which she did prove after, because Tommy asked, hey, wait a minute. Did you know that he was dating other people? Well, yes, we agreed to. What?
Yeah.
How?
Now that's the part that I didn't like
I bet
because
you
I
didn't.
think no, I didn't because Donna doesn't deserve that. Damn it! I'm just joking. Um, well, here's what bothered me about that. Donna's been very vocal about 2025. She wants to be in love, potentially engaged, getting ready to have kids. So then why would you agree to have an open relationship with somebody if your focus is love? And the Donna that I've watched on this show, I don't think she's someone that would be dating other guys when she's with Vince, whereas Vince could be dating other women. I just don't feel like she's that type. And I could be wrong. I don't feel like she's that type, but I'm just thinking, why even give him that window? If you know what your goal is, then you should have walked away.
Materialistic, I totally agree. Donna played herself in this part because this is what you want. You put the timeline up there, 2025. This man playing in your face said, I don't want a timeline. He told that as many times as possible, which told me not every man has a timeline, and most men don't, right? I didn't have a timeline, but you know what? Without one, if you date with intention, it doesn't matter. When's the last time you had a timeline, Terrell?
Well, I've still never been married, so
Is that
there you go.
But that's the point, right? Like here's the thing that it's that also got me, because Donna had no issue with everybody else, right? Because Vince claims that he wanted to date her, but it's not supposed to be exclusive because they're dating other people. Since she agreed to dating other people, why does it matter, or why does he have to tell her that it's somebody on the show when they were dating everybody on the show before anyway? Why does he have to specifically tell her it's somebody on the show? When you're dating more than one person, do you tell, hey, by the way, I met so-and-so. Do you know them? Because I'm going on a date with them tomorrow.
Yeah. So, no, I disagree with you. Because if I'm dating somebody and we're just dating, cool. Don't date people I know. No. I'm assuming you're dating people I don't know. If Vince is dating Donna, then he's going to start talking to Lauren. They know each other. I feel like that's messy. If you're going to date other people, great. But don't date people's friends or people they have acquaintances, whatever. You should keep all that separate.
True. Okay. I can see where you're going. You sound like all the other ladies on the couch. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about.
So you're saying I sound like a woman? Is that what you're trying to say? I sound like a woman?
If that's how you'd like to translate that, sir, that is not what I said. But if that's how you'd like to translate it, you go right ahead. Would you like to raise your voice up a couple octaves just in case?
No. I just want to make sure that's what I heard.
That is not what I said, but apparently that's what you heard. Mimi said, when Vince used the word if in his decision speech, I knew Vince was full of, and Donna should have chosen herself. Very true. However, rather than have smoke for Vince, Donna had all the smoke for Lauren, right? She said, if she were Lauren, there's no way that after Vince chose someone else that she would date him at all. Well, first of all, she wasn't there when he chose you. So just that point. But then she questioned Lauren's value and love she has for herself by allowing herself to be second. When you allowed him to date other people, weren't you choosing to be second too?
Yeah, true. But I think Donna's frustration with Lauren is the fact that she thought Lauren knew that she was supposed to be with Vince. And so maybe that's why Donna was saying that. It was giving some shade to Lauren, which I don't think it's warranted. I think it's all on Donna. At this point, that she chose to be in this situation with Vince. She should have had control and said, nope, this ain't for me.
Right. That's what she should have done. Picked herself. Now, Tommy asked the question, and I wonder if he knew. Well, no, he did know. He knew all the other stuff. And he knew what he was doing. He asked this question. And Vince proved how diabolical he was, as we noticed. We get into a couple to the next section, but before we get there, Tommy does ask him, well, is there anything that could happen between you two? And Vince's answer is, if. Diabolical or smooth? The way he kind of tried to play that question off.
It's diabolical because you don't like her. Stop playing this girl's face. You don't like her, so there is no if. Just say, hey, look, we tried. I don't think we're a good match, but I wish her well. And then you just move on.
Right.
And then the fact that when he asked Donna the same thing, and she's like, right now, I don't know. I was frustrated at that point. I'm like, right now? You don't know? I mean,
Oh,
still
so
don't know?
finally, finally, okay, there we go. That's what I expected to hear this a little bit earlier, but okay, I'll take it now. I'm going to assume that you didn't accept Vince's apology to Donna.
No, because he did it. I think if you're going to do, sometimes you do shady stuff. There's no need to apologize. You messed up and just leave it at that, because your apology is not going to make it better.
Yeah.
Or make her feel better, right?
Yeah.
If you dogged and cheated on, your girl, or you're cheating on your man, you get caught and you apologize, doesn't mean crap.
As we saw after they went to break, and this is what I love about it. Took one show to do it, then everybody started doing it at the reunions where they show what happens after they say cut, and everybody else starts to get in there, right? Lauren claims that she did not know that Donna existed, so she wasn't playing second fiddle. However, Donna, on the other hand, was like, hold up now. I got receipts that Vince showed me. So, and I really wish this happened on stage, because we could have really gotten a little bit more of this. These are the parts that you're talking about that never come out on stage, and we don't see them, and we catch them in the confessional again, and it's like, dang, okay. We can ask Donna about it if we get her on. And if Lauren finally decides to come on, we'll see. Maybe she had to wait till after the reunion. We'll see. Got lots of questions. Lots of questions.
Yeah, lots of questions. So I got a lot of questions for both.
Yeah.
Actually, but I really want to talk to Donna.
Well, speaking of Donna, I'm glad you said that, because Sly A said Donna's calculator was way off. Get some new batteries. You are too smart for this. This is a common theme, because High Vibe says, I expected Donna to be a little smarter than the other ladies. Sly A also did ask, did Donna date other people too? You felt like she probably didn't, huh?
I don't think that she would. I just don't think that she would. She just doesn't seem like somebody that's going to juggle multiple guys. For someone who's been single for so long, focusing on her career and education achievements, I just don't see her somebody doing that. But I don't think it makes her, the fact that she went through this and the way it all came out, it's hard to say that she's not smarter than the other ladies. I think no matter how smart you are, you can still get played. You can still get, someone can still mess with you in here.
High Vibe says Lauren only cared about Vince because he was with Donna. You think so?
I don't know. I don't understand Lauren's thing with Vince, because it seemed like she didn't like him. And all the other things that have happened. I was just thinking to myself, why are you even interested?
Yeah.
At this point.
And by the way, Nikki B says, well, Lauren couldn't compete with Dom, so she went after Donna. Light skin behavior. I thought we just said this is the first day of Black History Month. Why are we going light skin versus dark skin? Come on, people. We got to be better than this. It's day one. We're not even 24 hours in.
Right.
By the way, Sly, just wanted you to tell your girl went out sad. Girl, get it together. You are the prize. Which is what you would tell her. Yes.
I would tell her that. I think she's dope.
Not the beige rage. Okay, I see you, High Vibe. Oh my God. So much more to get into with that too, and there's more with Vince coming. We know that. But let's go back a little bit to your favorite Cardi. Not Cardi B, but Cardi. If we go by Ashanti and Ashante, this would be Cardi. Mr. Metaphor himself.
Eastside Fables is what I want to call
Brother Nancy. What'd you think about this? Because he claimed to learn from what people said, but then he immediately did it again.
He just keeps doing that, and I just don't understand. And the more he did it, it made me say, you know what? I just don't trust a person that just can't answer a direct question that you're being asked. Just answer the question. But all this roundabout stuff, it just makes me feel like you're full of crap.
Now, we said this before when Dominic said that Cardi should have applied pressure, right? It's cool to be nice. It's cool to be, respectful, but you still got to apply some pressure, right?
Well, you got to put some effort in to show you're interested. I think that's a better way of saying it than to say apply pressure, because I just feel like that's negative. That's what stalkers do. Crazy jealous people do.
Well, that all depends. You know what they say, a thin line between attraction and stalker. It's
Okay.
flirting and stalker is a thin line and that thin line is what? Attraction. Because if they're
Right.
attracted to you, it's cute.
Right.
Shea Butter Mama says, I can't see Dom and Cardi. Neither could Dom, by the way. Let's be honest.
No.
Here's the interesting thing to me. And I know everybody's trying to pile on Lauren right now. Everybody's trying to pile on Donna. Donna took L's. Lauren took L's. And I know you're all going to pile on Nicole. We're going to get there. But if you ask me, the person that took the biggest L's on this first part of the reunion, Ashley. Because Ashley claims that she called Cardi shallow only because if she was his number one, like apparently she felt she was, he should have told her the things like he told Ashante. Which tells me something. Did it tell you anything?
Yeah, he's not interested in you, Ashley. That's why. You were
Number
his number
one.
one. You were his number one. You were the number one person he wanted to grab and touch. But you weren't his number one connection.
Yo, that thing to me was, and it's interesting because what I do like about this is, as she said all that, Ashante was like, well, I didn't think it was shallow because he shared things with me.
Yeah.
And I think that's because, what? Trust? They got along better is... Okay. The thing that we didn't notice too, I think, and they brought this up and I was like, that's why. And I almost forgot about it. The ex. Cardi's ex ruined any chance he had with Ashante, correct?
With any lady, I think. But yes, definitely with Ashante.
Well, Dom was sitting there watching the strays fly by and just like, as long as they don't shoot over here, they good. But the minute y'all come over here, you're going to see another side.
Yeah.
Yep, Sly, we're going to get there in a minute. Says Ashley showed her lack of self-awareness with Cardi and Ed. Yes, exactly. Shea Butter Mama says maybe Ashley's conversation was shallow. And Nikki B says, sorry, but Darius could say Ashley was shallow. Yeah. It's really, that's why I thought this part wasn't good for her in that sense, right?
Yeah.
But the beginning of Cardi's conversation, he was a metaphor. And to end, Tommy asked him, is there anybody that you want to pursue? What happened?
Well, if you want love, you got to chase it and you got to push it because the turtle and the hare. I think he's getting his lines from Darius. It's like, Darius takes and say this.
Oh, so bad. Just say no. It's okay. It's okay to say no. Then you didn't apply pressure during the season. It's okay to just go, nah, I'm good. It was fun while it lasted. I had a good time.
I made some great connections, really met some good people, and I plan to stay in touch with them for a long time. But romantically, no, I think I'm going to pursue something with people that were not on this show.
Instead, he said, well, after you've been on 12 episodes with, 10 different women and having to date different ones and not being able to spend enough quality time with each, but, being able to at least have a conversation and go round and round the mulberry bush.
Because one day you're either going to love me, and if you love me, great. But if you hate me, then how can you hate me if you don't really get to know me?
Oh, my God. Shout out to everybody that's here with us right now, man. Whether you're here now as part of the live crew or watch this later part of the replay, gang, do us a favor. Hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications.
And if you really want to support the channel, join the regulars by becoming a member. It's less than $3 a month. You'll get custom emojis, early access to random thoughts and RGRT pod reaction videos, and more. including members only live streams for story time with Terrell.
Hey,
I just Terrell.
yeah, a little different this time. I see. A little different for 26. Is that what it is?
No, I just wanted to just make you happy and do something different.
Oh, okay. Well, look, if you've made it this far, that means you haven't gotten to the what Terrell and some of you in the comments will call the pick me section of the reunion, which we'll get to in just a little bit. So please comment the word pick me. Oh, 2 words. Pick me. Or you can put them as 1 word. Pick me.
We'll know what you mean.
And to all of our podcast fam listening on your favorite app, do us a favor. Leave us a 5-star rating and a quick review. It really helps. We do appreciate it. All right. Next up was a lady that, well, we all remember her for probably a lot of the wrong reasons. And when they started off giving us the recap of Nicole's journey, they gave us some never before seen footage, right? Mm-hmm. Which is included her crying like a baby after sending Ed home to make Tommy said, man, it felt like you're the one who got eliminated.
Yeah. I get it though, because she's eliminating Ed right after they had their first date. Mm-hmm. And you got to figure she's waited 15 years for this first date. She's waited a long time for that first date. And now she has to eliminate him. So I think that's probably why she felt so bad.
Yeah, you know, and see, I knew y'all would be so mean in this live chat, man. I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to give her that title. I did it just for y'all. I just want you to know that, okay? So but apparently, no love lost between Ashley and Nicole. And you see this because Tommy told Ed that a lot of the women felt like he was emotionally unavailable. Mm-hmm. And this is when Ashley inserted herself into the conversation. And this is where I think she took the second L. Because she said she was attracted to Ed. She told him that multiple times.
Right.
She was throwing it at him, told him that you are my kind of guy. Mm-hmm. And he would never catch the ball. That means he didn't want to.
He didn't want it. He didn't want it.
Didn't you and I say this at that dog park date? We're like, yo, she is throwing it at him. And he's just like, nah, I'm good. That dog looks cute.
100%. I mean, we always joke that men are dumb, right? And you don't pick up on signs. And I'm like, I could miss. I've had people that have liked me. I had no idea. She's throwing it out there. Signs were there. Ed can see him. He doesn't want you.
Yeah. And
so if he doesn't want you, why is it even an issue? Why are you throwing shade at Nicole? Ed didn't want you either.
And not only that, throwing shade at Nicole, but also throwing shade at Ed too, because, he was emotionally unavailable. No, he just wasn't into you. So it's like a woman likes a guy, guys, oh, you scared? No, just don't want you. It's okay. It's okay. By the way, she likes to tweet us throwing something at Terrell.
That's why I started laughing.
Now, are those drawers or those drawers?
I guess that's a sign. That's a sign. Good. Now, I'm blushing under here now.
Oh, sure you are. Oh, what up, Lauren? Welcome in. Don't forget, come on after. We got your back somewhat. Well, Terrell doesn't.
We got questions.
We got questions. There you go. Now, the thing that I didn't understand was Ashley is that she can see for Nicole that Ed wasn't into her, into Nicole, but she couldn't see that for herself. Why?
I don't know. Maybe some people just feel like there's no way that you're not going to be into me. Look at this. Why would you not like me? And maybe she has that. Maybe she has that mindset.
We're going to get to Christina in a minute. Hold on. All of this.
All this. Not me.
I'm just saying. Tommy asked Nicole about her other connections, right? Mm-hmm. And Apparently, we're going to get more on Devon later because this was more focused around, well, do I have to answer this question? Yes, you're on the reunion. Answer the damn question. And I'm glad they didn't say, oh, they didn't pull the Nick and Vanessa. Well, not if you don't feel like it. Everybody on the other couch. Yes. Like, girl, we paid for you to get here. You better answer this question. And then tried not to. I like when Dom was like, put a name on it, sis. Which I got to give Dominique, keep that same energy. Mm-hmm. Remember, she did that with Lauren.
Right.
You talking about me? Say my name. Mm-hmm. She did it with Nicole. Who you talking about? Say his name. Well, because earlier, Vince. This is why I got to give Dom a little respect for that. They're like, okay, yeah, hey, say the name. This is no time to be tiptoeing around this. Let's get it out.
Yeah, that kind of shocked me. I was quite surprised about that.
Is it because you forgot that she and Vince had a connection? Or is it because you said, how on earth could Vince even think of another woman when he's got Donna?
When he's got all that goodness with Donna, why would you even entertain? No, but from what we just heard earlier, that Vince apparently, hung out. Like, again, I don't think it's dating. Lauren dated Vince. I just think they were hanging out.
Right.
He didn't tell her that he was with Donna. So he's keeping a secret. But now you're also could be dating, could be hanging out with Nicole. And apparently it seems like the way Nicole's telling the story, they've been talking or whatever since she got eliminated.
Okay. Great point, because here's the thing. She said she didn't even know he picked Donna, right?
Right.
And when she got eliminated, he said he wanted to date her. She's like, well, we can wait till after you get off the show. Let's see how far you make it. And he's like, nah, let's keep it going now. Does this tell you now why Vince wasn't at all, at least it seemed, into Donna throughout the entire season? Because you called it out, I called it out, the live crew called it out. He showed no interest, no matter, even when she's like, well, I'll keep warm sitting in your lap. He's like, ugh. What man says that? So
these are new pants. I don't want you to sit on these.
I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it then, and now I think I'm starting to see it and understand why. Right? Interesting that when Tommy said, "When you hanging out how?"
Right.
To the highest degree.
To the highest degree. All the way out.
So, would that be first base, second base, third base, or home run? Let's bring back that old conversation again. I think we know. All right. So,
yeah.
Here's the interesting thing about this to me, though, and all of this is, as that's happening, everybody backstage, Vince finally walks in and they're like, hey, they talking about you. And the only thing he could say is, oh, that's not cool. Why?
Why? Like, what's not cool? What is she saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's a dangerous game he's playing, to have all these women you've been involved with in the same. You don't know who's going to say what.
Right.
So if it's not cool that she said that publicly and you didn't want everybody to know that, well, that's on you, Vince.
So let's see if you agree with this, because watching all of this happen on stage and then we see when they go backstage, right? I noticed that when they were on stage earlier, Donna had a lot of smoke for Lauren, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't see any smoke for Vince in all of this. And part of it probably is because Tommy did ask her. He was seeing other people. Okay with you? She said okay.
Yeah.
Backstage now, Vince is trying to clean it up.
Yeah.
And it seems like the timelines are not aligning. Or did I hear this wrong?
No. The timelines aren't aligning from what Nicole is saying and what Vince is saying.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of it, Vince was still talking to someone else, and he apparently chose Donna. Now, why? I don't know what Donna was going to say to Nicole. Mm-hmm. At that point, to put smoke on Nicole. I get your point about Lauren compared to Nicole. Mm-hmm. Should have been, again, more at Vince, because he's lied to your face, and And maybe Donna's just, you know what, I'm over it or whatever. But I'm a Scorpio, man. I couldn't just be cool like that in that situation.
It's okay to at least to Donna's credit at some point in that conversation, because it was her, Vince, and Nicole. And at some point she just said, I'm just going to walk my way out of this conversation. But that was not before Nicole and Vince like, oh yeah, well, we just started, getting physical, but we've been dating for a while. We've been talking for a minute.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
Me neither.
I've never had that where we've been dating for a while and we just got physical. I've never had that situation happen.
Baby, she put him on the 90-day plan.
I haven't had that situation happen. I just can't relate to that. I'm just thinking if I just couldn't see myself dating somebody for that long period of time and we haven't done anything. No.
Yeah, I always said the 90-day plan is terrible anyway. Because the bad thing is, if you think it's because, I want to make sure you're going to stick around, you can be gone on the 91st day. Here's the issue I have with Nicole. Got it. I'm out.
And it was terrible. So I'm out. You made me wait for this.
It was a Charles Barkley. It was terrible. Like Tasha and Desert says, Terrell's like, I get the draws ASAP.
No. Not ASAP. That was in my 20s. Not ASAP. I'm more of a demisexual kind of person. Got to have a connection, but it doesn't take me 90 days to have a connection to say I'm ready to bump uglies. I think we should do that first month. I've done that in 30 days. There's no connection there.
Yeah, I'll get you. Issue I have with Nicole is that she didn't hold Vince's feet to the fire because she asked him a straightforward question. Do you want me? And Vince did his best Cardi impersonation. Well, see, when people...
But what is really wanting? If you really think about it.
I'm like, girl, okay. But I'm not going to give her all that smoke. Why? Because, to be fair, here's what she said after this. And you may see this differently. As a matter of fact, I know you'll see this differently. Because she says, I don't care what you got going on with anybody else. Mm-hmm. Because Vince told Nicole that he was dating other people. And she still chose to sleep with him, right? Mm-hmm. Now, live crew, you may disagree. But some of y'all have done it before. That does not make her pick me. It means she made a choice. All right, I'm going to sleep with you. Plain and simple. You're not going to tell me everybody you slept with was only you and that other person. That doesn't make her pick me.
Right.
Does it?
And maybe this is where I think the live crew's feelings. This is what I'm feeling.
Okay, let's hear you.
She's looking at him, says, I don't mind you dating other people. But if you feel I'm not someone that you want to be with, just tell me. Mm-hmm. That's the part that feels a little pick-me-ish because we know that Nicole is not looking for something casual. Like she really wants the full relationship. And so she's like, hey, I'm cool with you dating other people just as long as I'm still in the mix somewhere. But if you feel like you don't want me, just let me know. And he tried to Fred Astaire his way around that comment. And then she goes in for the hug. And I'm just thinking, wow, like you really like this dude who's telling you he's dating other people. Mm-hmm. I wonder if Nicole is dating other people. I'd be curious to know, is she also dating with other people or potentially sleeping with other people?
Well, I mean, again, it's how many times you're out there with somebody and you know for sure they're not with somebody else. Mm-hmm. Especially in those young dating stages, right? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That doesn't make, to your point though, if she wants the long term, sleep with him is not going to make him want to be with you. And that's the thing, the mistake people, I'll make him change his mind. No, you won't.
Yeah.
Now, but here's why that works. And this is why I can't falter for this. I had a homeboy in college when I went to Fayetteville State, right? After UTSA, I went to Fayetteville State. And I'm like, him and this girl, they could not get along. They were always arguing. I'm like, yo, how did y'all even get together? He goes, well, we were sleeping together. And one night she was on top. She stopped and said, I can't do this anymore unless I'm your girlfriend. He said, I didn't want her to stop. I'm like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Because that's why she over here pouring bleach on your clothes now.
But we can all relate to that situation.
No, we cannot. No, we cannot.
I'm not gonna.
No.
Let's just finish. We can talk about this after, or we'd finish and be like, "Hey, remember what we talked about 15 minutes ago?" I've been.
Let me explain something to you. Honesty is the best policy, right? There was somebody who heard that same conversation and decided they were going to try that one with me. Oh, next time I have sex, it'll be with my boyfriend. I said, great. Let me know when you find him. We can get together after that. I don't play those games. Nobody's that stupid. Not everybody's that stupid. Oh, my God. I do have to blame Nicole, though.
Yeah.
Because I don't think, and I want to say I want to blame her, or do I feel sorry for her? Because I don't think she knows that she's a moped to Vince, right? Should I explain that?
Yes, you should. Haven't heard that in a long time. That makes me laugh.
Fun to ride, don't want to be seen in public with. Because the way she goes to hug him at the end, he is looking around the room like, is anybody else seeing this?
Hey.
Lauren, you see this? Donna, you looking? He did not want to hug her.
Yeah. Maybe Vince is just a no PDA period, whether you're his girl or not, especially when the camera's rolling. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to touch anybody. Maybe that could be it.
Right. I guess. Anyway, enough of Nicole. Because one of your favorite characters.
Favorite?
Yeah. Ina. A lot's been going on since she was eliminated from the show. But she claims that she didn't ask the men for a thing. Mm. Were we watching the same show?
Okay. I think that she is correct in saying that I didn't call Devon and say, hey, I need $300 to go get a massage. And then hang up with him and then call Ed, hey, I need $300 to get a massage. Can you give it to me? And then call Bello and say, hey, I need $300 for a massage. Can you give it to me? I don't think she did that. But she did have a conversation in a way where she was asking. I had someone in my 20s do that with me. We had like 2 dates and we're talking on the phone one night and she's like, I'm just really stressed out. I'm like, oh, really? What's going on? Well, I'm about $100 short on my rent. I don't know who I can ask to get that from. And I was like, I don't know either.
Pull out your Rolodex. I hope you determine who to call.
So did she purposely call me and say, Terrell, can you spot me $100 to help pay my rent? No, she didn't. But the way that she said it, it was asking me for money. And I think that's what Ina did with the 3 guys.
Sly says Ina is a character. This cannot be a serious person. She was at least very entertaining, though. She really was, though. The thing that I thought was interesting, and probably entertaining is not the word for this, but if we're going to say certain things that some of the women did was sad, it was very sad what Devon said. Because he's like, I didn't know she asked the other guys. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know she asked for the money. I felt like it was my idea. Fool.
I like Vince.
Fool.
Oh, she tricked you, huh? You got.
Let me tell you something, Devon. Even if you thought that, don't ever admit that on TV again.
Yeah.
Come here. Don't ever do that again. Seriously. Like, yo. You did not help yourself at all in that moment. Let's be real.
Yeah.
And then you had Bella over there talking about the love languages, and which, okay, did it at least make sense to you what he was saying?
Yeah, it did make sense that her love language is receiving gifts.
Gifts,
and yeah, receiving gifts. But the thing is, and I think this is where Bella was going, that you have to also look at your partner. If you're dating a guy whose love language is not, the way he gives love is not by your love language of giving gifts. Maybe it's acts of service. Maybe it's physical touch. But like giving gifts is not his thing. That might not be your guy. I suck at gift giving. I'm terrible at
me too.
gift giving. You know,
at least my wife understands that.
Yeah, but I like to, get you some flowers. Even if I get you flowers and all that, like I put stuff on my calendar and set a reminder. Okay, 2 months, buy flowers.
So, you remembered.
That's my romance. Is like I'm writing it down. I'm thinking, Outlook notifications for when I need to do X to make it look like I'm doing. But at least that's effort. But I get what Bella was saying.
then I thought Vince had a valid question. Because since Ina claims it's more about the act than the money, why does she have all that smoke for Vince, though?
That's what I didn't get either. Because when he brought that up, she just says, well, I just think it's interesting that the person I had no interest in is asking the most questions. Like, why you got to add that? But I
He
think
had no interest in her either, though.
Exactly. But that's my issue with Ina. I think on the show, she didn't make herself look good on the show, in my opinion. And so when we have these reunions, I think to myself, okay, are they going to come and there's going to be some redemption there? Maybe she's going to, carry herself in a way that redeems a lot of stuff that she did. To me, she made herself look worse. And I get what she's trying to say about, if you need to show me that you're a provider and all that. If you can't do that, then you're not ready for a wife. I get that. But the way that she comes across like a gold digger.
Okay. You know what, though? Okay. The way you just said that I think that just triggered something for me. It may be, and maybe this speaks more to who she's dated in the past, and they couldn't. And that's why because what your experiences determine what is the priority for you, right? Maybe she is not the gold digger that she's being portrayed to be. I mean, granted, when she came on the show, she's like, I can't be in Gen Pop. I got to be in VIP. Whatever. And then everything else followed along the same line, right? And I'm like, okay. But maybe it's because the guy she was dating, they talked the game but couldn't do any of that. And she's like, no, you got to be able to provide for me because I will do for you. I don't believe it, but I'm just going to say that maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Or like J-Rose says, she kept saying, my man would do this. And I'm like, girl, they ain't your man.
It's the way that she said my man. Like, I would not want to be with somebody who refers to me as her man in that tone. I just can't deal with that.
What was interesting, and I see it pop up here a couple times, was Mimi says, I'm still trying to understand what Ina was crying for, which I like Dom in the back, like, is she crying? And I'm like, well, hormones.
Message.
And this is what I love about the live crew, right? Because they not only bring up questions, they come up with answers and plot twists. Y'all just make up the whole story, huh? That's what it is. We'll create the rest of it. Who said this? Of course, they got to have a fun game in there. Any of these surprise you, especially when it turns out that Bello is the one that was talking about Nicole's booty?
Nicole's booty. I was a little bit surprised because Bello doesn't come across that way. You know what I mean?
You could tell it actually surprised him because he saw the way his eyes were like.
Oh, I said that?
Did it surprise you when it came to Vince's loose lips that it was Darius who said that?
No, because I don't think Darius and Vince have any love for each other.
The minute the MFO was dropped, I knew it was Darius.
Yeah.
And not because those two words were said, it's because those two words were said in reference to Vince. Yeah. That's why I was like, oh, that's obviously Darius. Obviously. The same way when Darius is no Barack Obama, I knew that was Vince too. Easy.
Yeah.
I do like that hey, I was asked, by the way. That was production's fault, not mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought this still would have been a good point for Richie to get a line in this one when they brought up his I'm a stepper in real life. I've been with 1,000 women.
That was the easiest one. Because we talked about that when he said it. We're like, why would you come on there and say that? But it's and I'm glad that they at least gave him that in that. So there we go.
Yeah.
Next up, the couple, the parents on the show, Dominique, mommy and daddy, when Shannon in the backseat, and Bello. When you look at the montage of them. This was supposed to be the match made in heaven, right?
Supposed to be, yes. Although
even though
we both
go ahead,
we both called that they weren't going to be together about the reunion.
We did, and I said match made in heaven, even though according to Dom's dad, Bello is a Muslim. I don't know why I find that so.
As you can tell, he doesn't like them by the way he said it.
I had no idea he was a farmer. He's a Muslim. Muslim. All right, I'm gonna leave you alone, sir. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm sorry. At least it's not as bad as the friend who thought, well, yeah, I'm an Islam. I practice Muslim. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. All right, never mind. Okay, at least he knew. He knew the difference. Tommy does call out Dom for speaking in past tense, which I thought was, because we're listening to it and we're like, obviously we knew they weren't going to be together. We knew this from the get-go. But like the way Tommy's like, hey, I'm hearing a lot of past tense here. Which is a good observation. But what'd you think of this whole reasoning for why Bello broke up with Dom?
I thought it was a mess, and I know I've given Dom a lot of smoke, in a lot of these recaps, but I felt for her on this one because she said that he texts her and says that, hey, we need to talk on Christmas Eve. And tells her after considering everything that's going on, just this isn't for me. And she's thinking to herself, well, you were in my bed just 2 days ago. You took me and my kids out to eat. And he feels that, she doesn't fit his future. And he said he sees himself with a wife and kids. Why would you have gone this far with this woman if that's how you were feeling?
That part. Because you knew. And it's the same reason. If we have that smoke for Vince playing with Donna, when she told you, here's what I want, you got to have that same smoke for Bello for playing with Dom. And now it was safer for Vince to play with Donna than it is for Bello to play with Dom. That's a brave man. I'm just going to say that's a brave man. Because to his point, he's like, look, I've learned from my past relationships, which is what women always want men to do. Learn from your past relationships. So I'm just releasing you back into the wild. This is what my ex told me I should have done.
Like she's a dog and you're just about to let her off the leash. There you go.
Exactly. That is how he kind of came off.
Yeah, I'm going to let you go. Yeah, go on.
Now, MWA says, remember, Bello doesn't celebrate Christmas as a Muslim. you even have me read it like that. So the time wasn't relevant to him. But okay.
Every Muslim knows when Christmas is.
Exactly. Because they know how to counter it every time you say something about it.
They know what it is. So don't act like he had no clue. You just don't text on Christmas Eve. That's just shady. You could have waited because now you're going to ruin her Christmas. Now she's upset. And now they're going to have to open up gifts and all that stuff while she's in the dumps.
Mama mad on the couch. Yeah.
Yeah. Stan ain't get me shit.
Oh, thank you, Mom. Shut up. Open the other gift. But he says he was inconsiderate considering the timing. And Dom is like, no. It's all about your business. Don't act like it's about that. You're inconsiderate for what you do. Playing with me. So stand on business about me. But this is more than that. She said he couldn't see a future with her because he couldn't provide for her. And that made him feel inadequate. To which I stopped, looked at the TV and said, inadequate.
Maybe that's how they say in Detroit.
Stop it. I've been to Detroit. I live there. Stop it.
Sounds good than a Detroit thing.
No.
Kind of like John's. Kind of like John's in Philly. That's just.
No, what you're not going to do is put that on Detroit. Ravens girl Monica said, I got smoke for the producers that found these men. High Vibe says Dom is sloppy for having him around her children. Do you agree?
Okay. I don't put that on Dom. Right. I don't put that on Dom because you're in a relationship that you feel this is going where you've been talking about it, wanting to go and all that. You're going to introduce this person to your family. I get that. I put my issue with that on Bello. And I say this to men, the five guys that follow us on our podcast. If you don't think she is the one, or that there's really strong potential of her being the one, don't meet her kids. Don't meet the family. I do not want to meet anyone's children if I don't think that we have a strong connection. Like this is I think I'm going to marry this girl. This is who I want to be with for a long time. I don't ever want to meet your kids, because then what if 3 months in, I'm like, this isn't working out. Now I've upset the kids or got involved. You know what I mean? So that's Bello's fault. Don't meet people's family and kids if you're not. You shouldn't even FaceTime with their mom and dad just when y'all were in the early stages of talking. Don't do that either.
Okay. The parents, I have no problem with. The kids, because they're kids.
Right.
To that point. There's a difference. And you don't. That's why I respect anybody who's like, oh, you can't meet my kids till this. That's when you have a timeline. But and that's, it's easy to say, oh, well, she shouldn't have. However, if she thought this was serious, then you understand why, right?
He was telling her it was.
Yes. Now, at the same time, Vacation Every Day, which would be beautiful, says, Dom laughed in Lauren's face and Bello wasn't any better allowing it. Dom and Bello deserved each other. Touche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you kind of nasty, because she totally was wrong the way she went at Lauren. And I just think karma, sometimes it comes back to bite you.
Now, Ravens girl Monica asks, are her kids grown? Does that make a difference?
No. You don't meet people's kids, period. If you're not feeling it, if you're not sure, do not go meet their offspring.
Yeah. High Vibe is not letting up. She has the responsibility to use her discernment.
Well, she's on a reality show, so there's discernment right there.
Stop it.
She's on
Stop
Record
it.
Love.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Did you catch when Dom claimed that Bello had a girlfriend?
I did catch that. It seemed like it kind of got drowned out by some of the other noise, but I did catch that. And when I heard that, all I could think about was that picture that's been floating around of Bello married in the same outfit that he has on at the reunion. So I'm wondering, like, when he got done the reunion, he just went on to the mosque and got married.
Well, or as Mimi says, did Bello wear his wedding clothes to the reunion or his reunion clothes to the wedding? Yo, when I saw it, I was like, wait a minute. I know that outfit.
I went to my phone. I'm like, look, like same outfit.
Oh my God. Look, part 2 is going to be something else. It looks like.
Well, no, it's not. I think we'll be disappointed.
You think so?
Every year.
That's just you. What are you expecting out of these reunions that you're going to be?
We're not going to get anything good. We've seen the bulk of what's happened. There's not going to be this great aha moment that's going to happen. Rated Love is great at trying to put those teasers out there to make you think something big is going to happen. No.
Okay.
The reason why I do this show, because it's better than 90 Day Fiance. I can stomach this a lot better. But
yeah, well, that's because
my least favorite show.
Scripted.
This season, I think, again, the most beautiful cast, I think, compared to many of the seasons. I think the caliber of a lot of the women that were on this show, to me, were better than I've seen in previous seasons. Some of the men were pretty good, but for the most part, this show always tends to let me down.
By the way, where was I? See? Oh, yeah. Mrs. Taji said, I'm married to a Nigerian, but he isn't Muslim. I'm African-American, born in New York City. From my experience, married 18 years, Nigerian women are very subservient. Bello wanted that. Bello was there to sow his wild oats. So,
Could be.
Coming to America, is that what we're saying? This sounds like the thing.
Whatever you like.
Kim Jaffer.
I mean, I'm sure you could tell that doesn't fit Dom's profile. So if that's what you wanted, why would you even pursue that. You know what I mean? It's very specific. So I think it'd be hard to find, to go on a reality show and find somebody that would align with that belief.
Yeah. By the way, Lauren is excited for next week, which means there's some things that will probably surprise you, Terrell.
I would love to be surprised by this show. I would love to have a time where I'm like, holy crap, guys, I had no idea. I can't wait to recap part 2 of this reunion. It's so good. I want to have that feeling.
Before we get out of here, I gotta at least address this one from Ravens girl Monica, who says, was Nicole the Rose from last season? No, come on now. No, you can't do that. No. I will not allow you to do that to Nicole.
No, I don't think so. I think those are two very separate situations.
Now, is she falling for the okie doke? Maybe, but she can't be the Rose from Philly. Nah, can't be.
Yeah.
Man, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Do us a favor, if you made it this far, comment oats for Bello sowing his royal oats. Sorry, I took on myself. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Do us a favor, if you haven't already, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Hey, I'm Yanni Rude.
And I'm just Terrell.
Make sure you follow us at Yanni Rude, at Just Terrell, at RGRT Pod, and on IG at the RGRT Pod.
Yeah, send us some of your random thoughts or some of the bullshit you find on the internet. We may talk about it on the show.
It's the Regular Guys Random Thoughts Podcast. Cheers.
Cheers.